Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to another video. Today I've got a old school RuneScape video for you. It's going to be loot from 300 Kraken. So yeah, as you can see, I just turned 87 Slayer. Well, it was quite a while back, but didn't get assigned a Kraken task for quite a while. So when I did, I thought I might as well go and kill the big boss. And yeah, here's how I got on. Okay, so here's the setup that I used then, quite basic as you can see. Yeah, the Mystic Boots look terrible, I know. So yeah, Ivan Blast was the spell I used because I didn't have access to a Trident, and yeah, Slayer Hail and Fury, Kyrle's Fire Cape, also the God Cape for some of it I used, and Barrow's Gloves. Okay, so if you've never heard of this boss, then I'll just show you where it is and how you get there. It has changed in recent times. So you want to take a Fairy Ring, I think it's AKR, the code. It takes you to the Piscatorus Hunter area. Yeah, it used to be in the Slayer Cave, but they changed that. So yeah, AKQ. And then you just want to run straight west, and that will pretty much take you there. And you go into a cave, and there's little Krakens, so just the ones in the water that you kill. Just if you want to do the task that way, or you can just go and kill the boss. As you see, just go straight north, and it's quite crowded usually, but they updated it so you can have an instant stare if you want. So you can pay 25k. And you will be placed in an instant, so pretty much anything you drop on the ground stays there for half an hour, but if you die, then you lose all of your items other than the ones you kept on death. So there is a slight risk to it, especially if you play on servers like I do, and that DC quite a bit, but yes, quite basic. So yeah, dropping a shark there, and then to start, you have to range it, range the 4 whirlpools. So yeah, blowpipe or just a bow and arrow is fine for that, and then disturb the big one, and then you are good to go. See, I used also Mystic Might while I was doing this. I would actually recommend Pro. It did make quite a difference, but yeah, pretty basic. I'll just add that you can only kill these when you are on a Slayer task. Yeah, you don't have to kill, like I said, you can just kill the normal ones if you want to, but I think you might as well kill the boss. And as for food, it does often drop 5 sharks. So especially when you're in an instance, this is really useful. If you've got a lot of food, you can just leave it on the ground, and then once you've used your food, you can just pick that up, and that means you can do more trips. So I was doing about sort of 10 to 15 kills per trip, and I did actually die once, I will admit, although I made sure I reimbursed anything that I received in that time, because it was in an instance when I died, when it comboed me out of nowhere. Otherwise it's not really that dangerous, and yeah, you should comfortably sort of do, with Ivan Blast, 10 to 15 kills a trip, and then with an actual Trident you could probably do 20 or more, I reckon. But yeah, I couldn't believe I died. Yeah, I did this task in 2 halves, so when I got assigned about 170 I killed 150 out of them, and then when I got assigned another like 180 I killed 150 out of them. So yeah, this took it took a few days, actually a week to be honest. This was the first notable drop I got on kill number 96. It was a Kraken tentacle, and if you don't know what that is, you can attach it to a whip, and it just sort of makes the whip a bit more accurate, and also makes it deal poison, although it does consume the whip after 10,000 hits, I think. But yeah, it was a good start. Okay, so that was the end of the first 150 kills I did, and yeah, you will see the loot next. Okay, so here is the loot from them 150. Also add a few rusty swords to this, although they're literally worth nothing. So give that a price check. And 3.1 mil for 150 kills. Quite impressive, that I have to say. Yeah, 559k for the Kraken tentacle, making up quite a lot of that. But some of the individual drops also worth quite a lot, surprisingly. Okay, so this was into the second 150, and just me getting 85 magic here. Well, I actually missed it, but yeah, the XP is quite slow, but yeah, it got me there. And that was the end of 300 kills. The other 19 I didn't actually track, because they were just at the end of my first task. So yeah, that's 300 kills, and let's have a look at the loot, and then we will compare it. Okay, so here's loot from the other 150 that I did. A few less coins, the runes were round about the same, and we've got a few different drops. Got 4 Torsal Seeds, for example, which, as you will see next, is worth loads. Yeah, 357k for them. But overall, around about even for both 150s, but I didn't really get any proper rare items this time in terms of like Tentacle or a Trident. But yeah, pretty good. So that was in total 6 mil from 300 kills. Okay, so there we have it then. 6 mil in total we made, although you'd probably have to subtract about 500k of that for the amount of trips I did and the times that I had to pay 25k, as yeah, they're a very busy boss and you rarely ever get a world. But the instance tool is very useful unless you do something stupid like I did and not concentrate and die. So yeah, as for time, I can't really estimate how long this took me, but yeah, it's quite a while I think. As for runes, I think 3,750 casts I used for the second 150, but yeah, topping up the item stuff doesn't actually take too long, although you do have to go back through the underground pass dungeon, but it worked pretty well and you can wear any armor you want. But I think I'd probably recommend a trident, or next time I do it I'm going to try and land a trident drop and then use that. But yeah, overall pretty satisfied with that. A decent boss just to do, you know, one in a while when you get it as a task. I guess that's kind of the unique thing about it. But yeah, thanks for watching as per usual guys, hope you're having a good day and I will see you in the next video.